Good afternoon, I'm Annabelle Regan with 2NURFM Hunter News. A severe weather warning has been issued for the Hunter, with damaging winds and heavy rainfall expected to hit over the next 2 days. Gale force southeasterly winds are forecast to hit the central part of the New South Wales coast later today, before moving towards the Hunter tomorrow. Dangerous surf conditions are also expected. Senior forecaster at the Williamtown Bureau of Meteorology, John James, urges residents to keep a close eye on the weather warnings in the next 48 hours.
Certainly, over the next 12 to 48 hours, need to keep a very close eye on the warnings. This is a developing system, so some areas may not get as much rain as others, but the potential is there that we could get some quite serious rain, and especially near the coast, some very strong gale force winds developing later today and through Tuesday.
Bulga residents have travelled to Sydney today to rally in Martin Place against fears of a further expansion of Rio Tinto's Mount Thorley Warkworth mine. The Planning Assessment Commission last month recommended a proposed 698-hectare extension be approved despite it being knocked back twice by the Land and Environment Court. It's now been revealed the company has scoped out a further 1,370 hectares, which would take the open-cut pit to within 500 metres of the town. Vice President of the Bulga-Milbrodale Progress Association, John Cray, says they hope to meet with Premier Mike Baird.
Today we are presenting, hopefully to Baird, if he will allow us in, we're presenting a signed, what's called the Bulga Declaration. And these are 2,500 people who are prepared to stand with us to fight this mine no matter what happens.
Police are appealing for information on a man who has been missing from Gateshead for almost a month. Christopher Dawn has been described as being of Caucasian appearance, about 183 centimetres tall, with green eyes and brown hair. He was last seen at his home on O'Brien Street. Brooke Eggleton from Police Headquarters says he was last seen on Sunday, March 29th.
Police are appealing for information to find a man missing from the Lake Macquarie region. Christopher Dawn, aged 27, was last seen on Sunday the 29th of March this year by a friend at his home on O'Brien Street at Gateshead. He has not been seen and his family hold concerns for his welfare.
The Hunter economy and employment rates have taken a hit in CommSec's latest State of the States report. The report ranks New South Wales 5th in economic growth and 4th in completed construction work under the Baird government, with the Hunter's rate of unemployment in the double digits at 12.4%. Shadow Minister for the Hunter, Jody Harrison, says the results are bad news for the local community.
This is reflecting that we've actually got quite high unemployment rates in the Hunter. That's a real problem for this area. We hear a lot from this government and Mike Baird about building infrastructure, but the State of the States report has actually shown that New South Wales is far down the ranks as 4th place for construction work.
Mining giant Rio Tinto has plans to make Hunter coal mines more efficient. The company has stated despite Hunter Valley Operations' cash flow positive status for 2014, it is not content with the current level of return on mining assets. Efficiency improvements will include a continued reining in of expenses and a renewed focus on productivity. Now with sport, Jacinta Lee.
The Newcastle Hunters have reclaimed their spot atop the Waratah Basketball League women's ladder with a 77-68 defeat of the Penrith Panthers. Round 2 of the Black Diamond AFL has shown Newcastle City will have to battle it out with 2 other strong competitors for the title. City took a win over Warners Bay, 25-5, 155 to 8-6, 54. But last season's premiers Terrigal Avoca and grand finalist Killarney Vale also put in hard yards at the weekend, securing wins over Nelson Bay and Cardiff respectively. And the Hunter Hurricanes have lost their shot at a National Water Polo League finals berth following their 19-16 loss to Sutherland Sharks. The defeat came in the final moments of the match at Lambton Pool on Sunday, with the Sharks converting all 5 penalties in a shootout to the Hurricanes 2. It's ended the Hunter team's winning streak at 11. That's sport. I'm Jacinta Lee.
2NURFM news time is 10 past 12.